Hi, good morning, welcome to a new studio vlog. It's Tuesday, believe it or not, and I'm already making a new studio vlog. I filmed a whole other studio vlog on Monday and a different video on Monday. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, but still I managed to film a whole studio vlog over 2 days and another video over 2 days, so I'm happy about that. I still have a lot of videos to film, a lot of things to do, so I am getting really excited. Although I only have 2.5 days left until I have to look after my son. Wait a minute, no. It's the 1st tomorrow. Yeah, so I still have another week and a bit, actually. Oh my god, I have an extra week off. I took 2 weeks off. That's right, cool. Anyway, let's get into the proper video, shall we? I have joined the bandwagon. Now I actually thought these would be a little bit thicker, but they are classed as postal boxes, so if they are this flat you can stick them in. And the reason I decided to get this was so that I could, if I did decide to make notebooks, I would be able to put these in here. Now I probably will manage to fit notebooks in the flat sleeves, but I just want to make sure that this doesn't make it any bulkier. So here's my Delicious Donuts writing set, which by the way you can get for 10% off in my shop right now with Delicious10 for the code. But if somebody ordered 3 sticker sheets, a couple of sticker packs and one of these, then I could put it in this box and not be scared about it bulking out and causing it not to be able to go through, which baffles me, to be fair. This actually baffles me that this can fit through a post box, a letter box, and be classed as a letter, but when you put more than like 5 items in a flat, a flat thing, that it still doesn't count, even though this is like, look at the thickness difference, come on now. Anyway, I think I'm really excited about this, and that means that I can start selling pins and stuff. Obviously I would feel a little bit bad about putting a pin, an actual full pin, just a pin in here, because there's no padding, although I do have crepe paper and I think that's what I'm going to use, because I'm going to use that stuff up since I have it lying in my house. Again, just trying to purge things but not put it in the bin or give it away. I want to actually use it. So I have crepe paper, I'll put crepe paper in there, and I'll make my thank you card bigger as a free print, basically, like a free postcard or something, so that I don't feel bad about putting a pin in here. And eventually, when I get more sales and things like that, I'll probably invest in the smaller boxes as well, just in case somebody just wants to buy one pin, and then that way I'm not sending a whole box. But these can be reused, you can send them to whoever you want. Another reason I got this is because I want to start sending washi tapes, or not necessarily washi tapes, but a bulkier package to my pen pals, and I just think that these are good to have just in case you want to send something to a friend. Like for instance, I'm going to be sending Katie my old webcam, which won't fit in here, I'll need to put it in a different package, but for her birthday I was going to send her a few things, and I'm not going to say what it is just in case she's watching, because I'm still going to send it. But her birthday was in March and I literally was going to send it, but then COVID hit and I didn't end up sending it. So I'm going to send it now, like too many months later, as a birthday present for her. And I'm also going to send something to my friend Tor, because it was her birthday too, and just basically catch up on all the birthdays that I missed. So that's another reason I bought them. I have 50 of them. I think that will be enough. I got 100 of those mailers when I first started my shop, and I still haven't used all of them, so 50 will definitely be enough. I just need to find a nice place to store them. But that's the reason I am doing that, is so that I can get rid of all the stuff that's cluttering up my space and make room for more products and things. So that's what we're doing. Also today, it's October tomorrow. The first thing that I want to do is start making sketches and things for my October project that I'm doing, which I'm so far calling it the Adventures of Salad and Maple. I don't know if that's going to stick. I've only got a day to figure it out, but I wanted to do a whole separate video on that, but I think I'm just going to stick it in this vlog because I don't know when that's going to happen. I will post it, instead of Saturday basically, I'll post it on a Tuesday so that it's closer to the 1st of October, because I want, if people want to participate or whatever, I want people to have some notice, but it's only going to be 15 or less illustrations that I'm going to do for this. So now the way that I want to do this is probably get my iPad out and sketch. I was going to fill up one of my sketchbooks. In fact, I'll show you. This sketchbook, I was just going to sketch in this sketchbook and fill this up. I only have a couple of pages left in this sketchbook because I have been drawing some ideas for what I could do with Salads and Maple, and I've been trying to redesign Salad's uniform outfit, and I've been drawing some of the prompts that were here. I'm sorry, I'm just flicking you that, showing you this because I don't want to have spoilers, but there are a couple of illustrations in here, and I was gonna record this, but to be honest, I don't like sketching in this just in case I draw something like this, which I really like, and I want to use it, and then I have to redraw it in my iPad. I may as well just do it all in my iPad because I want Salad and Maple, The Adventures of Salad and Maple, to be digital. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, and I'm just going to sketch all of the prompts that I have, but I'm not going to do it in order. I'm just going to pick out one that I like, sketch it. If I like it, I'll go ahead with it. If I don't, I'll pick another one and go on like that. You're probably going to be able to see me working on this in the background. But the thing is though, I keep saying to myself, oh, this is a side project thing and I'm doing it on my iPad so I can do it at any time. I don't have to do it during work hours. I would rather work on this during work hours, or I would rather work on this. But this is technically part of my job. It's not the thing that makes me the money, but I'm sharing it with you, which I get paid for, by the way. Thank you so much for your support. And also, it's not part of my shop, which I also get paid for, but I don't get paid for drawing sketches of Maple and Salad. But one thing that I did want to do was use Maple and Salad to make sticker sheets for people that like Maple and Salad, or maybe as a freebie or something, just for me to share my characters, because I don't know if people that watch my videos actually like Maple and Salad. They're just my characters that I made, and honestly, I keep forgetting to draw their whiskers and their tails, and more as I draw them more and more, I feel like I prefer them without the whiskers and the tail. I don't know, I always forget, but they do look cute with the whiskers and the tail. It's just that the tail sometimes is really annoying to try and figure out. Like this one, for example, I really like this illustration, and I feel like if I added whiskers and a tail to it, it would just ruin it. Hold on, we'll do that now. So I very lightly penciled in the whiskers and the scale and the tail. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, I don't think it adds anything else to the illustration, and it just kind of makes it difficult to make stickers with them. So I think that I'm gonna omit the whiskers and the tail, which technically they could still have the tail, but it would be covered, like it would be behind them. So every illustration that I do, I need to be careful about where their tail would poke out. So it would be behind them. And then the whiskers, I could maybe make dots or little lines on their cheeks or shorter things. I'll need to play with that, but I just prefer doing it without their whiskers, especially Maple. Salad is a bit bare looking without the whiskers and the tail, but Maple, because she's got hair covering her most of her face, she just looks ridiculous with the whiskers and the tail. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I'm nearly finished this. I don't know whether to do a sketchbook tour of this. It's just got Salad and Maple drawings, some cats, some character studies, and some other animals like birds and stuff. So I don't know if you want to see this, so tell me in the comments below if you want a video of me going through this little sketchbook. It's going to be an ugly sketchbook tour. If you want to see it, I will do it, but I was kind of hoping that I could move on to a bulkier watercolour sketchbook so that I could spend a little bit more time in my sketchbook and actually care about it, whereas when I do these ones where I just feel like sketching in them, I don't care about it that much and I just draw random stuff that doesn't really help. but doing these thumbnail sketches in here has helped me pick it up more. But again, I want to kind of do that on my iPad, which is right here, so I will sketch on my iPad later, because I do want to get started on the packaging thing, because I want to be able to put my items on Etsy in the next week or so, so that I can test out Etsy again. And I don't want to put my old pictures on Etsy, I want to put my new pictures on Etsy. So I need to redesign the packaging, reprint all of the stickers at their higher or their bigger size, and then redo all the pictures and stuff, and then put them on Etsy. Yeah, by the way, if the lighting looks different, this is my aesthetic now. I'm joking. My light bulb, my daylight light bulb broke, and I don't want to have my studio lights on because I keep forgetting to put them off, because when I open the curtains the daylight looks so similar to the studio lights, and sometimes I forget to put them off and I go away, and I don't really like having them on for more than an hour because they get really hot. So I replaced my bulb with the bulb that came with the house basically, and it is yellow in tone. But we're coming up to October and I kind of like the cozy vibes of vlogs. A lot of people shoot for daylight, white, bright, stark, cold light, but I think warm lighting is good anyway, and I really like putting the little autumn leaves filter on my camera as well. So I don't know, we'll see. I haven't even seen my face on this footage yet because I didn't set up any monitor or anything like that. I just pressed play and hoped that it auto focused on my face. So yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm really happy that I am managing to work towards loads of things, and I think having this break from doing CC is really helping, because I'm saying to my mind that I only have 2 weeks before I start doing CC again. So I want to get as much work done as possible so that I don't always feel like I'm catching up. And I feel like maybe I'm going to talk to my client and ask if I can have more frequent weeks off, because I've actually not had a week off or any days off from CC for 1.5 years now, and which is fine. I wanted to do that because I wanted to make sure that I was getting paid frequently, but because with a job like that, if you take time off then you just don't get paid until you start again. But I think that especially now that the community contributions for the CC has been turned off, I think that it's a good idea to have a couple of weeks off so that YouTube can sort out their stuff on their end, because they're talking about bringing in a permission to change just CC on people's channels, and to sort of figure out what we're going to do while we're waiting in the meantime, and it also gives an extended period of time to do all of that stuff. So I feel better about that. So yeah, my point was that I think I should ask for more weeks off, because I do feel, and even though I love doing that job, I love helping out people make CC for the videos, even though I don't do them for my own videos. I love doing it for other people, and it's a good chunk of money that comes into my business that I use to buy things for my shop and for YouTube and stuff like this. Like, I would not have this camera if I didn't do CC, and I really like it, and it's not a bad job at all, and my bosses are really nice. Bosses. They're not really my bosses, just I work for them, which means they're my bosses, but you know what I mean. They're really nice and really understanding, and we get along great, and they're sort of like friends, so I don't really feel like I'm working that much. But sometimes CC takes a long time, especially with videos that are 30 minutes long or less, or more than 15 minutes basically. So it does take up a lot of time, and it means that I always prioritise the CC over the videos and over the art and over the shop. So because that is my primary source of money making business, like that's where I get my most income, I always prioritise it, which you should, because you need to pay your bills and your rent and stuff. But also it kind of gets me down sometimes, because I'm like, I really want to make art but I can't because I got to do CC. I really want to make this type of video but I can't because I got to do CC. I really want to make this type of art but I can't because I got CC. So having a break regularly would be a good plan. Maybe for a couple of weeks every 6 months or something. So yeah, that would really help, and I'm gonna talk to Rin about that as well. Because the reason I say Rin is because, well, one, everybody knows that I do CC for Rin, and two, she is the one that I do the CC most for. I do CC for other people, but Rin uploads the most, so she is basically my like primary boss, and then the other people who don't upload as frequently are still my bosses, and I still do work for them, but they're just not as frequent, so I don't talk about them as much. And they're always at the weekends. I always have to do CC for them at the weekends, so that's why I don't talk about them as much, because I don't film at the weekends. Okay, wow. I'm glad I'm not CCing this video. I really want to CC this video. I really want to CC all my videos, but I'm glad I'm not, because that was a ramble and a half. My desk is a mess, so I think what I want to do to reset is to just tidy up my desk completely and not leave anything out, because sometimes I leave things out. I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that in a minute, so I'll just leave that out. But no, I want to tidy it all up so that I can be motivated for making silhouette things, because the reasons that I always put off making my silhouette things is because I'm like, nah, my desk is a mess, I don't have any room to do that now. So I can't believe that it's already, well, what date would it be if I posted this video? So I am thinking about posting this video on the 6th of October. So it's already the 6th for you if you're watching this. That is insane. How's your October going? You of the future, I would love to know. I would also like to know if you're participating in Inktober this year, or if you're skipping it altogether because of the whole plagiarism thing, or if you are doing a different challenge this year, or if you're just not doing any challenges and you're just making art. Let me know, and I will love to hear all of that information. But yeah, I am kind of, well, it's not really at Inktober, is it? I'm doing digital art, which is allowed in October, by the way. In Inktober it's allowed, and I am following a prompt list, but I'm not doing it in celebration of Inktober. I'm not using the hashtag, even though, to be fair, using the hashtag would help a lot. Like last year when I did Inktober, my drawings got quite a few likes and quite a few interactions because of the hashtag Inktober, but I'm not going to do it this year, I don't think. I think my morals and my support for the man that has been ripped off, or in the process of being ripped off, or might get ripped off, I don't know. I haven't really been following the story as closely as I should have. I think that I don't, in support of him, I would rather not use Inktober for self-gain, considering Jake Parker is using Inktober, considering Jake Parker is using that man, Anthony, I think his name is, or no, Antonio? I can't remember the poor boy's name. Anyway, Jake Parker is using him and taking advantage and making money, or trying to make money off of his work, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to profit off of something that's popular when somebody that made the thing, you can tell I've not thought about this, when somebody that made the challenge is a scumbag, basically. So I'm not gonna judge anybody that is participating in Inktober, by the way. If you are participating in Inktober, don't feel shy about telling me. I mean, the hat's off to you. Well done for sticking or trying to stick to a challenge for that long. Well done for trying to improve your inking skills or your art skills in general. Well done to you for using it to your advantage, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not going to judge you for doing Inktober. I just personally do not want to do it this year. Probably never, because to be honest, Inktober has always been, this is going to turn into the longest ramble in the world, but I know yous love it. This Inktober has always been a stressful thing in my life. Like, I tried to attempt it in 2017 and I was drawing things like koi fish and flowers and things that I don't actually like to draw, just to try and get through the challenge, and I failed. Well, I didn't fail, I got to. I made it to. I accomplished 15 days of Inktober, and then the year after that, I can't even remember what I did the year after that. 2019 was salad and maple, which I love doing, and that's the only time that I've ever been able to finish it, and I always get too stressed. I'm like, oh my god, I need to post one. I forgot to post it. Oh my god, I should have posted it. But nobody really cares if you post every single day. They just want to see art, and if you don't post it, then they're not going to see it, so they're not going to have anything to say about it, because they're probably consuming a lot of Inktober art. And that's something that really gets on my wick during Inktober, is that as much as I love to see art on my social media platforms, everything is always about Inktober during October. It's just, you go to YouTube and there's Inktober supplies, Inktober days 1 to 5 or whatever, and then you go onto Instagram and it's like day 1 of Inktober, day 2 of Inktober, day 3 of Inktober. Please give me some colour, give me something else to look at rather than Inktober. And another thing that really annoys me as well is that all of the prompts, or most of the prompts that people use if they're following the official Inktober list, is the same. So you're seeing their interpretation of the word fish, which is the first prompt word, fish. What? Anyway, I'm not going to bash it. It's hard to come up with prompt lists, okay? That's why I steal it from everybody else. But it's cool in the first couple of weeks maybe, or even the first couple of days or whatever, to see different artists' interpretation of the same prompt word. But it gets boring real fast. You're like, okay, everybody's got a different interpretation. Am I being a Scrooge? Oh my god. It's great. It is a great challenge, and it is good, and it's exciting for artists. They're like, oh, Inktober's coming, I can't wait to see everybody else's art. And I love looking at everybody else's art, but a whole month of it does get boring. In my opinion. In my personal opinion, Inktober overwhelms me. It makes me not want to go on social media. It makes me... And I think a lot of that is linked to the fact that I'm jealous, or not jealous, but... I just had a big rant and my camera's not even been on. How long ago was that? Ah! My camera cut off. I also changed the angle and upped the brightness, even though you probably won't be able to see this because I'm sketching in the background or something. Anyway, what I was saying was that I don't feel jealous, I feel guilty, because every day you go on Instagram or Twitter or wherever and you see all of these posts about Inktober and you're like, I'm not participating in this, I really want to participate in it, and then you feel guilty about not posting on social media too much. So I think that's why I said a bunch of other stuff after this, after my camera cut off, but I decided not to, or I am deciding now not to repeat everything that I said, because I can't remember exactly what I said and I don't want to try and fetch those memories. And also I think that this ramble and rant is long enough. Plus, I used 50% of my battery on that rant. I have now put my audio signals on so that when my camera does cut off I am notified of that, because it's really annoying when it just shuts off and you don't know. The camera was still running, so I'm glad that it didn't cut off too early on, and I said enough basically. So yeah, just for me right now, I feel like it would be better for me to focus on other things rather than Inktober, and try and not bother about whether I'm posting or not. So yeah, I am going to, what am I going to do? Well, I do want to record more videos, but I do have a lot of editing to do, and also I have this Inktober project. Well, it's not an Inktober project, is it? I have this the Adventures of Salad and Maple project to do, so I want to get on with that. And also, like I said, I want to do the repackaging of my things, but maybe I should push the repackaging back to another time, because I do want this to be focused on Inktober sketches. Why do I keep saying Inktober sketches? No. The Adventures of Salad and Maple sketches. So yeah, I'm gonna do as much sketching and stuff as possible for that, and then if I get all of that done as much as I want to do today, because it's the first, I want to at least get, it'll be the first tomorrow, so I want to at least get 3 sketches done and at least 2.5 of the digital things done. I kind of wanted to sketch them all out already, but the issue that I was actually having was that some of the stuff is a little bit more involved than others, and like the baking one, for example, you won't see that for a while because that's further down on the list if I decide for it to be further down the list. But anyway, I want to have Salad and Maple baking some sort of autumn treat, and I want to put, obviously I want Maple to be mixing something, I want Salad to be rolling out dough, and I want there to be autumn type things around. I also want them to have utensils and stuff on the table in front of them, so jam, sugar, flour, bowls, spoons, all that sort of stuff. I want that all to be in the illustration, but I have an idea of what I want in my head, but also I want to look at references for each individual item, like a jam jar, because I haven't drawn one of those before, and I want it to be a particular cute style, so I don't want to just make it up in my head. I want to make sure that I'm using references for it all because I want it to be exactly like I want it to be, and I might even go into Clip Studio Paint or something and get references of things and just place them where I want them in the illustration and just copy it, or not copy it, but like at least copy the composition from that, and then add my own colouring and my own little jazzy bits there. Another thing that I want to mention is that I got the new Max Pack retro brush pack, so I'll link that in the description. I didn't want to really get it because it's a lot of money for something that you might not use a lot of, because I use Clip Studio Paint a lot more, and I kind of was wondering whether I should do this on Procreate or on Clip Studio Paint. But I've decided to do it on Procreate just because it's more portable and I can draw whenever. And I also bought his packs, so I am during this time playing a lot with what kind of brushes I like to use, what kind of paper backgrounds I like to use, what kind of layer effects I like multiply and overlay and things so that the paper shines through. I'm just going to be experimenting a lot, so all of these illustrations are probably not going to look the same. They won't be in the same style, because last time I did a Salad and Maple, well, Maple came in at the very end and she was completely not like what she is now, but last time I did salad sketches and things for a project like this, I just used Inktense pencils and I drew him in the exact same way with the exact same colours. So I want to really experiment this time and just play with different styles and textures and techniques and things like that. So I'm really excited about it, but I need to stop talking because otherwise I will never ever get anything that I need done. I'm quite proud of myself. 9 minutes past 1 and I have finished a full illustration. So tomorrow's illustration is done. I need to do another one, but I am planning on having 2 days or 1 day in between these posts. So I have another all night tonight, all day tomorrow, all night tomorrow to do another one, and you've probably seen it already, but I'm really happy with it and I really like it, and I'm proud of it. So that's that. I'm going to try and print it out, although I don't have a lot of paper to print things on, to print artwork on that I don't want to not sell, so I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I am going to print it, and I'm also going to make it into a sticker as well. Probably not for my shop, I don't know, but I'm going to send it to my friend because she really likes salad. Don't know if she really likes maple. She doesn't mention maple a lot, but she likes salad anyway. So yes, I have finished that. I am happy. It is cold. It's 2:10. I have been listening to a podcast. I'm not going to say the name of the podcast, but I will say who does it because I don't want to swear in my videos. So I've been listening to a podcast by Rosie and Chris Ramsey, and it's really funny, and I've listened to 7 episodes already. So I listen to it in the car, I listen to it when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm painting, when I'm drawing, when I'm working. I've been listening to it all the time. So if you haven't watched that and you are somewhat of an adult, then go and check that out. I'm listening to it on Spotify, but I think it's on iTunes as well. I actually found out about these people and this podcast from another podcast called The Secret's Out by Alfie Days, and that one's funny as well because it's just them, it's just Alfie and guests reading people's anonymous secrets, which I think is really funny. So they were on the first episode of The Secret's Out, so then I went and looked for them because I liked their banter on that podcast, so I found them and now I'm listening to that. I'm addicted to it, so thought I would mention that. That's what I've been doing while I'm working, not just been listening to music or watching studio vlogs, which I usually do when I'm working. So today's been pretty successful, I have got to say. I really like the first, I always go and reach for something during the sentence. I really like the first illustration that I've done, so I can tick that off. The next one is decorations, but I've got to think about what ones I really want to do before I actually say, right, that's the one that I'm going to do, if you get what I mean, because I don't want to get halfway through and be like, actually. So the first one was a candy. The second one that I really want to do is pumpkin carving. Number 3 will be baking. I really want to do that one. Number 4, I really want to do autumn leaves. So I want salad and maple to be playing in autumn leaves. I also want to do gathering. So they could be looking for like acorns or some sort of autumny thing, or they could be picking pumpkins or picking blueberries or something like that, just picking some sort of fruit. I really want to do the being creative one because I think that's sort of an inception. I have to be creative to figure out and come up with an idea of them being creative, which I like. We're on 6, let's try 7 because I definitely know I want to do sweater. And I also want to do puddle jumping, which is one that I'm recycling from last year, and I think I will recycle a few from last year because I only did salad, I didn't do maple. So I really want salad and maple to do some exercise together, so I'm going to do that one, exercise. I also want to do cozy sweaters, or jumpers as we call them. So I want them both to wear a cozy sweater in one of the illustrations. Another one I want is s'mores or just campsite things, so there'll be a campfire with s'mores. I don't know if I'll add anybody else in there. Maybe I'll even do actual camping at some point. Coming up with these on the fly here. I also want to do an autumn outfit, which is completely different from sweater, I've decided. So autumn outfit. Also writing with a Staedtler Tri Plus fine liner if you're interested, and I'm quite enjoying it. Number 14. Now I don't know what the last 2 should be, so I think, I mean I've got other ideas but I don't know exactly what I want, so I think maybe if you on the YouTubes have any other ideas of what I can have for the last two, then I might pick one. So give me two ideas of what I could add. What do you want to see Salad and Maple do that isn't any of those ideas? So again, run through that. Candy, pumpkin carving, baking, autumn leaves, gathering / picking pumpkins, or whatever I decide to draw at the time. Sex, being creative, sweater, puddle jumping, exercise, cozy sweater. Oh, did I say that twice in the list? I actually said that twice, oh my god. Okay, so not cozy sweater then. I need another idea. Why did I write sweater down twice? That's funny. S'more, campfire, camping and autumn outfit. Now, the other ones that I could do are related to what I... Could you please? How do you get into your archives? Archive. There we go. That's just store posts. Okay. So the other ones that I could do are all related to what I did last year. So I really liked... What are my favourite ones? Well, puddle jumping, obviously. Gifts. I could give them gifts, or they could have gifts. I really liked Salad in his freeze outfit, which is where he is standing there with a puffer jacket on and he's got a really cute hat on. What else did I like? I really liked the snowman one, so Salad building a snowman. Costumes, I think, would be a good one as well, so dress up Salad and Maple in a costume. I think that actually should be one. Did I write that already? Probably. But we're gonna write it anyway, just to make sure. Okay, costumes. And I really liked Salad dressing, but that's not going to make any point, because any sense, because that was a pun for Salad. And I did s'mores last time. Well, I did marshmallows last time. I don't know exactly what s'mores look like. And then, what else? I really liked the one of him sitting on a bus listening to music, but I don't think I'll do that one. But yeah, and I liked him on a bike too. And like I said, the jogging one was my favourite. I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, found it. Okay, so those are the ones that I kind of have an idea of maybe doing together, but it's up to you for the last two what you would like. No, I do not want a new range oven, thank you very much. I have an oven. So yes, I'm going to do 15. And I think that will take the pressure off, make me enjoy it more, actually pay attention to the actual illustrations and make them a lot better. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm excited. So it's already 19 minutes past now, so I've got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes until I have to leave to go and pick up Kaden. So I think I'm just going to chill for a little bit, warm up maybe, have a coffee. I don't know, I don't think I'll have a coffee actually, because anytime I have more than one coffee in the span of 6 hours, I feel sick. So I'm not going to have a coffee, but I think I will just sit and maybe listen to the podcast or watch a video, and maybe edit some of my other video, and I will probably speak to you tomorrow with whatever I decide to speak to you about. Hello, editing me here. I am just coming in here to say bye because I have been far too good at YouTube this week, and I've recorded 2 hours of footage, so I'm going to split them up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!